Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is a rather special video on the C420 PAPR unit powered air purifying respirator. Now, these are very rare in the UK and Europe. There's not a lot of militaries or law enforcement agencies use them. Little history. These were first developed for the M40 Apache aircrew mask and were developed to go inside the helicopter and screw into the seat, I think. Went through trials at Natick Soldier Labs, I believe. Natick Soldier Labs is where everything that gets issued to troops gets tested, whether it be helmets, armour, load-bearing vests, CBRN equipment, CBRN protective equipment. You get the gist. Now, basically what a PAPR unit is a fan that just sucks in air and blasts into the mask. That is what a PAPR is in principle. It can be executed in a number of ways. The Germans have got their own proprietary design. Scott Safety made a really weird C411. Avon are currently basically the masters of PAPR. Currently we've got the CS PAPR, the EasyAir, stuff like that. You've got the Patriot Air System. I think it's called the Patriot Air System. Stuff like that. But basically this is the most common PAPR unit that you'll find on the market. It takes two 40mm NATO canisters. You can use Ghost, but why the fuck would you want to use Ghost? It takes two standard 40mm canisters. I'm using C2A1 canisters. You can also use, as I said, any NATO canister you like. This is a Avon CBRN F12. Only problem is it wobbles, seemingly. Don't know why. I think it's the plastic on plastic threads. Metal ones might be made to a different tolerance. And you power these with a BA 5800U lithium ion battery. I'm going to remove the hose just to show you this for some clarity. This is your unit. These are made by a multitude of safety companies. Mine is made by GIA Industries in France. Avon make them, Scott make them, 3M make them, Honeywell, North, MSA I think. Basically anyone who's had a major contract within, CBRN, defence type stuff. I'm going to be reiterating some of the points that Duke Nougat 3D made. But yeah, basically any company who makes gas masks has probably made one of these. Draeger. Draeger ones are quite common in the US, or Scott. Safety Tech International. Micronel. Mine's is a very rare one made by GIA Industries in France for the UK Ministry of Defence. Now what makes this single speed PAPR so rare? It has, it's like, it's, oh wow, nothing special, so we light. Now that beeping occurs when the unit turns on. Sometimes, I don't know why, I've not figured out yet, and there's literally no documentation on this, there's no manual, so I can't exactly say, oh, this is why it beeps. But sometimes before, you'll need to pressure check it, negative pressure check it, and then it will start beeping. Low battery, it will beep, which is a brilliant addition. It makes guesstimates a lot easier because it will start beeping and it will tell you. There's a number of mounting options, as you can see in the back. You can belt mount them, helicopter mount them. American examples will have little brass screws that are made to fit in the Apache or any other helicopters. I forgot to show. These take either BA 5800 batteries, which are very hard to get in the UK because import, it's not ITAR, it's just because of lithium ion batteries, you can't send them anywhere. This is a BA or BK002 AA battery tray, basically made for a GPS system but can work with PAPR. Very tight fit, that's why I've got the little bit of cord attached. Takes 8 AA's, makes a connection, works. This is 2 volts under what the proper battery unit would be. So you're still getting a fairly okay amount of power. You'd obviously rather the proper unit or the proper battery units. You can also get D-cell adapters, which are fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't recommend them. AA all the way, just because they're dead easy and compact, plus the AA ones tend to hang out of the fucking thing, don't know why. Every single PAPR unit that you're going to find will also have the ability to attach to what's called a remote hookup unit, which is basically a big remote on-off switch. It runs up the hose to the front of the mask, and they're even rarer than these units themselves. But it basically allows you to have this back mounted, and you can turn it on without the use of a buddy or needing to fumble around and stretch your hand behind your back. Now, I'm actually going to go on to talking about it. Now, what is the use of a PAPR unit? Basically, PAPR units were designed for EOD use, and as I said, helicopter crews for the M48 Apache aircrew mask. EOD guys are dealing with a lot of heavy stuff, and breathing through a filter, the medium of a filter, depends on how big your filters are, basically makes breathing a lot harder. This sucks air in, blasts it through the mask. There's a better technical way to describe that, but in simpleton's terms, it's a reverse hoover. It alleviates the burden of needing to constantly force air through a filter. The unit does it for you. It's literally like having an air conditioner in your mask. There's so many pros to using this, and there's very little cons. Pros to positive air purifying respirator units. Rather than relying on a negative seal where everything has to be airtight to your face, this blows air out any little gaps. Now, my FM53s are large. It fits me perfectly, but there's a few gaps. This would blow out chemical contamination. Air follows the path of least resistance, so if there isn't a full negative pressure seal, stuff will seep in. With a PAPR unit, even if there's a little, gap, it still follows the path of least resistance, which is the exhale valve in the gap. It will blow chemical contaminants out the mask and away from the mask, which is very useful. Now, I've got it attached here to the Avon Protection Systems, the Avon Protection FM53. I'll just call them Avon Protection, it saves me using the correct name. Now, this is a hybrid mask, and for those of you who don't collect masks or research them to the extent I do, hybrid basically means it's an APR, air purifying respirator. It would just have a canister. This was made with PAPR and SCBA in mind. SCBA is the same stuff firefighters use, only you'd need a 40mm regulator in the tank. Their tank, SCBA is a lot better than this, but PAPR is kind of better for the average user. Now, the Avon designed something called the Variable Resistance Exhalation Unit. What this is a little spring-assisted valve. This is APR mode, so you'll breathe out regularly. As soon as you switch it to this, it becomes an SCBA mask, which, if you've ever tried on a firefighter's mask, is very hard to breathe out because they need a certain amount of pressure in the mask for the exhale valve to open, so that when they breathe out, nothing's getting, like smoke or stuff like that's getting in. So it makes it a lot safer, and the reason why this is basically a safety thing. You can use a regular gas mask for a PAPR unit. It just means that because of the constant airflow, it will keep this open. So you never know, something might get in. There's an insanely small chance something will get in here. But this is a safety precaution, just so that is totally negated. Now, it'll probably be very hard to hear. I'm going to bring this forward just so you can kind of hear it. And I'm going to move the camera towards the mask. Now, I think you'll be able to hear that. I can certainly feel it. Once that's, again, APR, PAPR, or SCBA, you can hear the fan and that's get quicker because air's getting blasted back into the unit. Air escapes. Air can slightly escape. It'll still open it, but there's a spring pressing the exhale valve in against its casing. So yeah, that is what makes the FM53 such a desirable mask. Just the fact that it's special forces and it's, as I said, a hybrid mask. Very, very desirable mask and very, very desirable unit. So basically within the UK, I have some of the best CBRN protection available. This is just amazing. There's so many, I don't even think there's any cons. You can get Molly pouches for this. I've got one in my 6SH117 on the back. You can attach it to a vest, load bearing vest, battle belts, anything. It's just a shame that they're so uncommon in the UK, but I'm very, very lucky to have two of them. Now, as said, I got these MOD issued. GIA Industries C420 Compact Air Supply Unit. They came packaged, got two of them, fairly cheaply for how rare they are in the UK. So I'm very, very lucky to have one. I've had these for around 2 years and they've not worked, and I finally get the battery unit. So, I hope you guys found today's video very informative and very interesting, as for UK collectors, this is basically something you never see. And it's nice to get a little insight and a lot more information about what these are, how they work, and how they're used. So as said, I hope you guys seriously enjoyed the video, learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you then.